Hello guys, if you watched my channel before, you probably know that I love doing redstone, so it might come as a surprise for some of you guys, that I actually haven't tried out a lot of redstone mods in the past, which is why today I'm going to be trying out the create mod. And the first thing I have to do is grab some engineer's goggles and put them onto my head so that I can observe how my machines are working. And might I just say, they look really cool on your head. So the create mod's made up of all these spinning cog wheels, and by connecting them together in different ways, you can create a variety of machinery. Now to start out here, I just wanted to do something really simple and make a windmill that I could connect all my contraptions to. And you'll notice this little bit of the video, along with a few others, don't have sound. That was a recording problem on my part. This is actually editor Jace Tracy talking here. And you'll notice that this windmill has really good collisions. I was expecting to just like phase straight through it when I hit that windmill bearing. So yeah, I'm really impressed with this mod. I feel like it would fit well in the vanilla game. Alright, now what I'm looking at is these gear shifts. Now, by putting these gears together like this, it looks like we can make them either speed up or slow down. So what I think I want to try to do is just see how fast I can make something. Okay, that's getting pretty impressive speeds. Can we go any farther? Oh no. Alright, so around this speed, it looks like things keep breaking. And I believe that there's a part that allows me to see how fast exactly this is going. Speedometer. Okay, wow, that's getting 256 rotations per minute. That's pretty fast. So I've just kind of been looking around and I noticed that there's this entire new section about all these cool building blocks. And though I was intending to focus more on all this stuff, I really can't help myself because these are all just like such cool blocks. I kind of want to try to build a body for this windmill. For the base, I ended up going with granite, and I added diorite walls. I also added some nice framed windows and a waxed copper shingles roof. Then I also found this really neat train door, or I think it was actually a brass door, which I liked, and some orcham blocks, which is a new stone type. Then I hooked up some cogs to a millstone, which I could use to make stuff like wheat, and this was the final result. You'll notice I ended up changing a few things, but I think that it actually turned out really well, and I am really proud of the end result. And once again, I think that this would be wonderful to have in vanilla Minecraft. Alright, now I hear that a lot of people use Create to automate a lot of stuff, and I found out that it's possible to actually fully automate iron, so I want to try doing that. Alright, so to start off here, I've got a cobblestone generator, and what this is going to do is take cobblestone here and crush it with this millstone and turn it into gravel. Then that gravel is going to get washed by a fan, I believe. Yes, an encased fan. I then proceeded to look for ways to make my machine work, and I found this rotational speed controller right here, which allowed me to change the cogwheel's speed and make it a lot faster or slower, which I used to move a belt into the encased fan I was going to use. Oh, okay, that's something new. So it appears that this contraption is overstressed. Add more sources or slowed down. So it looks like this thingy was going too fast? How much do I have to slow this down? Okay, that's working. I compacted down the design a little bit to this, where now you can see I'm finally getting some ingots, which just seem to fly out. And I am also getting some flint, which I will have to somehow filter out, but I'm sure I'll be able to find a way with some of the new items. The brass belts, or brass funnels, I mean. These seem to have some promise as they can be filtered. So I found a new part called the mechanical arm, and I believe if I put it like that, I could power, or not power, but I could move items from one place to another. So I wonder, can I move the iron nuggets from right there into a bunch of chests right here? So I installed the mechanical arm and it looks like that iron nugget has stopped and the arm has started moving. And oh my goodness, is that arm satisfying. I mean, just watch it move. I don't care how practical it is. I want one of these in my house. And look at that, it actually went in. Okay, so I really didn't change much. I just really quickly swapped out these vaults for chests so I could access them, as well as making a few minor speed adjustments to make it just a tiny bit faster. Also, yes, for anyone who is curious, this machine is perfectly stressed at 100% of its stress units being used, which is actually really amazing. It means that we're getting its full potential. So now that I'm done with my iron farm, I kind of want to move on to something a little bit more tasty. Yeah, create adds chocolate bars. Don't ask me why, but I think that this would actually be super fun to farm, and it would be pretty practical in a survival world because it's, well, free infinite food. So to begin, it looks like chocolate is made by mixing milk, cocoa beans, and sugar, which I'm not really sure how easy that will be to farm. I'll just have to figure out that. And with this simple setup, I've already got cocoa beans started. Basically, it just uses a windmill bearing to spin this harvester, which yoinks the cocoa beans. And with the simple setup, I can now mix the cocoa beans in this basin with all the other ingredients. Okay, so now I've got the cow farm set up. It might be a little bit hard to tell what's going on here because of all the other added stuff, but basically what's happening is this deployer is milking the cow, and it will have the milk fall down into this item drain where the milk goes into a basin with all the cocoa, and then this arm will grab that bucket and put it back into the deployer. Also, sorry if it feels like I'm rushing this part a little bit, but a lot of my footage got corrupted, so you have to respect the fact that I'm really just working with what I've got here. Okay, so disaster struck. As I was recording, I went to go downstairs to go eat dinner, and I kind of forgot to hit record again. So I'll catch you up on everything I did to this little chocolate factory. Okay, so this spinning chest and harvester right here will harvest this cocoa and sugar, pumping it through this portable item interface and going into this little mechanical mixer right here. The mechanical mixer gets its milk sourced from this cow right here, which is just milked automatically by this deployer, which the item is drained here, goes into the mixer, and then the bucket is reused. Now the mixer also needs heating, which is why this sheep right here is constantly being sheared. Now, when this depot right here gets wool, then the machine will start working, and you could see all the little mechanical arms will start moving, the mixer starts mixing, and chocolate should start pumping into this right here, where it will get pressed, and you can collect it. So yeah, it's actually really well compacted in my opinion. 5 by 6 by 6. Alright, now I'm also starting to notice that Create has a lot of stuff to add redstone wise. For example, it's got this redstone link, which I feel like could be really cool. And also it's got a few things like pulse repeaters, pulse extenders, latches. Already do that in the vanilla game. So this is what I'm really interested in right now, the redstone link. Okay, this is a really cool device. So what I found here is the linked controller, and I can use WASD on it as well as shift and space. So maybe in the future I might want to do like a giant mech suit sort of build or something with this. But for now, I just want to try to use this to open a simple piston door. And also, Create has something to add for that too. The mechanical pistons, which I believe if I were to go something like this? This? Ah, wow, okay. Ah. Oh yeah, I could see a lot of satisfying builds being made with this. Alright, so I've got this kind of doomsday style door here, and I think what I want to do is I want to have it open up in both directions in a sort of sliding door manner using the mechanical pistons. Okay, so I think if I did this right... Oh dear, that's so cool. I'm just speechless at how flawlessly that works and looks. Wow. Alright, now if I pick this up right, it should open? Oh my goodness, that is probably one of the coolest things I've seen in Minecraft. ignoring my terrible ability to open and close things, I'd say that's actually so sick. I mean, I could just watch this all day. Alright, now here's where things will start getting a bit more redstone-y. I found this gear shift, and when you power it, it flips the way that things rotate. Alright, now by setting the frequency on these two thingies, it should make it so that it only can take signals from things with the exact same frequency. Now the question is, how do I connect the linked controller? Oh, okay, I did something, and I think maybe if I do that, then I could do that to open the door? No, jump to open. Whoa! Okay, so if I hold jump. Oh, I did something! Oh! Okay, so if I hold jump, that will power that. So I think what I need to do is add a little toggle flip-flop down there to make it work properly. Alright, I've been working for a while now, and I think by adding this new create component that serves as a T flip-flop here, I should just be able to go, like, jump and... Okay? Is it working? Let's go, it's working! Alright, so if I just hit the spacebar, it'll open and close this door. Oh my goodness, I just can't stop messing with this door. I mean, look at how far that is. That's gotta be like, I don't know, maybe 70 blocks? Alright, now on the modding scale, I think I'd give Create a solid 9 out of 10. It does add a few blocks that you can already make with vanilla redstone, but it also adds a lot of new fun ways to solve problems. For example, this iron farm over here, which uses a drill, which we didn't have before. And also, it has very smooth animations. I mean, just look at this windmill. So, yeah, I think that this is a really good score. The one thing I would be concerned about is when I started this world, I had 140 FPS. Now it's like, it's a little bit lower. It's not that bad. It's bearable, but if you don't have a super beefy computer, I'm not really sure if this is the mod for you. But otherwise, I think this was really great. If you want to see more Create videos in the future, leave a comment, and I think that's it for today. See ya!